So today was a bit of a golf fail. We had a tee time, but yesterday we canceled it because weather was showing that it was going to rain all day today. And it's not great outside, but it's not raining. So I guess this is just a sign that I need to go to the range and work on my swing because, yeah, there's definitely some signs that I need to do that. So come to the range with me. Quick fit check, of course. Don't sleep on the maroon and navy color combo. It slaps. I don't think as hard as navy and white, but it is pretty top tier. I love this jacket. It's from FootJoy and it's so flattering. Let's go.
All right, we made it to the range. It is not yet raining, which is good news. I'm really gonna focus today on slowing down my swing. I have to slow it down to be able to speed it back up. Obviously, speeding it up hasn't gone very well. And then secondly, I need to work on the drop from P4 to P6 and really focus on not pulling my hands down. Work on transferring my weight, basically everything. But one thing at a time, we'll see how this goes. First up, we have some work with my pitching wedge. This is the club I started with today. I consider my pitching wedge to be my ride or die. I mentioned this at the start of the video, but today I am really working on that transition from P4 to P6. So you'll see that here. I'm going to do a practice swing first. Taking it up, I'm lowering to P6, taking it back up, lowering it down, and then following through. Now, one thing I have been really focusing on is making sure that my practice swings are good swings. So here I'm going to take what I just did in slow motion and do a full swing before moving to a swing with a ball. Now, unfortunately here, the part of my brain that just wants me to whip at this ball as fast as I can is going to take over and throw everything I just did in my practice shot to the wind. I turn way too much, I'm out of control, lose my balance, the ball shanks to the left. And I have no one to blame but myself. It's true though. Part of golf is really learning to be honest with yourself. So I take a breath. I set myself up for another practice shot. I know I'm actively telling my mind here, slow down, have a nice easy swing. Practice swing looks good, pulling my hands a bit, but the tempo's there. So I set up to the ball. And this time I have a much better shot, and I'm really happy with this one. Definitely still some work to do, but for now I'm feeling good about my pitching wedge. After some additional work with my irons, I move on to my FORE hybrid. And one frustrating thing is that my FORE hybrid and I used to be really partners in crime, and lately I've just been topping and also slicing a lot of shots. So you can see I'm taking a similar approach here in terms of making sure I'm doing a quality practice swing before setting up to the ball. And as soon as I get that ball in front of me, look, I overturn so much and I lose all sense of dropping my hands. I definitely pulled my hands all the way through from here to Mars if I could, probably. It's been really difficult not having this club be reliable in my bag lately. So I have my work cut out for me here today. Now, we could argue that there are quite a few things going on here, but again, really what I'm focusing is trying to drop my hands from P4 to P6 and not whip them through. So I didn't do an additional practice swing, which I probably should have in retrospect, but semantics. I set up to the ball and I proceed to forget everything I just did in that practice swing. And I know I'm getting a little frustrated here. It's important for me to leave these types of moments in my content because this is golf. Golf is hard. Golf can be frustrating. Golf can also be really fun and really rewarding. And so it's important for me to show that here, honestly. Hopefully that resonates with the type of content you're looking to see. moving on. I'm going to slow down the next part of this video so you can really see that tiny little drop here. See how the club head is lowering behind me? I'm swinging through. My eyes are still on the ball until finally my arms pull me up and around. That is what I'm trying to practice here and bring into my swings. And I'm really excited with the way that practice swing looked. So let's take a look at my shot with the ball. I'm gonna set up here. So you'll notice here, I just start rotating all at once. My hands don't really drop. They are already moving across my body, and my head is definitely lifting much sooner than in my practice shot. I think I instantly knew that I didn't do what I had just practiced, which is why I gave that quick grimace here. But at the end of the day, this was not the worst shot by far. Just reassurance that I need to practice again and again and again. Like I said at the start of this video, I was working on more than one thing today. And so I was trying to really only focus on one thing at a time. So in this next segment, I was working on the weight transfer piece of my swing. And you'll notice here that my left foot lifts quite a bit in that practice swing. I noticed that. And so in my second practice swing, you'll notice that I keep most of the sole of my left foot on the ground, which is what I'm trying to do. And what's super exciting here is the work in my practice swing finally pays off. And in my swing here, I managed to keep that left foot down. I was stoked, as you could tell by this little dancey dance. I don't know where I pulled that out of. But yeah, again, golf is hard. Not every shot is going to be great. That's just how it is. Once you realize that, golf will start to be a lot more fun. That's my lesson to you today. Let's go home because that was really fucking hard.